Good morning, Professor and colleagues. In this morning, the group of Dayami, Rodríguez, and my person, Flor Pinzon, have the pleasure to present our topic, Teaching English for Specific Purposes. In this opportunity, specifically in the tourism field. In this opportunity, we are going to be developing specifically listening and speaking activities that would help our students in the tourism field to develop some language skills. Our students are in a basic level of English, and we are going to have a time of 6 hours, which are going to be divided into periods of 50 minutes per week in order to develop the different listening activities that we proposed in this presentation. Our topic has general as well as specific objectives. As general objective, we have to describe the most popular types of tourism in Panama and important touristic sites of our country. Our specific objectives are define tourism concepts and their different types, and also to talk about some tourist places in Panama. Our first listening activity would be to watch a video about the concept of tourism and its types. For practical reasons, we are not going to play the video, but this video was developed by the Ministry of Education of Saudi Arabia, and it contains a short definition of tourism and a classification of tourism by types. That can be about location, it can be about the type of activity that people perform while traveling. After watching the video, the students are going to get together in pairs and they are going to discuss the video, what they saw, what they understood, and they are going to complete this graphic organizer. In this graphic organizer, they have to write their own concept of tourism based on what they saw in the video, and also they are going to classify tourism by the types, by location and by activity. What locations they remember they saw in the video and what activities they remember they can do based on the video. Continue with the listening activities. Our students are going to watch a video that presents 12 top places to visit in our country. They are described in a very short way with the activities and the locations of each place. This is a good way that they can listen to description of places since they are working in the tourism field of how a native speaker or how tourists can ask about description of some places. The next activity would be a listening challenge on which students are going to play the video lesson about tourist places in Panama. This activity is based on the video that they previously saw, and it can be found in the website islcollective.com. They are going to be provided with the link in order to solve the activity. The students have completed the listening challenge. They are going to get together in groups of 3, and they are going to work completing the following graphic organizer. This chart is based on the video that they previously listened to. And it has the tourist attractions, and they are going to be asked about the location of the place, in what province is it located, what activities can be done there based on what they listened to, and the type of tourism that can be practiced by activity. Is it cultural tourism? Is it medical tourism? Is it leisure tourism? They have to support their answers because they may be asked, and that's the purpose of the discussion, that they enrich each other with their knowledge that they have. To wrap up all the activities that we have done with our students, we are going to assign them a speaking activity. In this speaking activity, they have to choose a tourist location in our country, and they have to identify where is it located. It means the province. How can a person get there? What means of transportation can be used to get to that place? What activities can be done in there, in the place that they chose? They have also to identify the type of tourism that can be practiced in that specific place based on the activities that they are presenting. They also have to find out where can people stay in that place, good prices and also amenities that can be offered to a tourist. They also can make suggestions about restaurants on which people can enjoy the local cuisine, which is important to highlight the food that can be found in that specific place. They should organize their ideas and prepare a persuasive speech that appeals to a tourist to visit that place that they are choosing. They have to record a video with their presentation using Flipgrid as a video recording tool. And important, they have to be careful with the spelling of the visual resources and pronunciation in their presentation. Thank you for watching this video, your attention and your time. And now my colleague Dayami Rodríguez will continue with other suggested listening and speaking activities for basic tourism students in the field of English for specific purposes.
So good morning, everyone. I would like to share my presentation related with tourism field basic level in order to develop listening and speaking skills. My learning objectives are that the student use appropriate vocabulary words to talk about tourism. Then they need to interact in a conversation, express ideas of emotion and opinion about traveling, because they are going to have the vocabulary word in order to express that. And also understand the listening, that is the important part. Always, I would like to start my class, my English class, always, I used to start with a song. I used to start with a song because the song has with the song we have the opportunity to engage the student into the language, and also musical training help develop language and reasoning as a function on the brain. That is why I used to start the class with the song. For the word map, I use to choose some questions that the student need to answer according with the experience that they have. For example, what is the top destination do you want to visit? Oh, professor, my top destination is Disney. I would like to visit because it's the paradise. It's like to live in a movie. We have so many attractions, castle, and you have all the character that we see on the movie. I don't know what is the possible answer from the student. Another question is, according to you, what is the most wonderful place to go on vacation? Professor, the wonderful place to me to go on vacation is go to the beach. So many questions that we have. Then we have the most important part to lead the student into the vocabulary word. I choose application Quizlet. Quizlet, I'm gonna find here. We have so many words. On this application, the student has the opportunity to listen 3 times and then reproduce what they listen. For example, we have the word client. If you click here, client. The student has the opportunity to listen and then reproduce or repeat. We have the word inbound tourism, outbound tourism, travel agents, customer service, sightseeing, gratuity, leisure, enthusiastic, tourist attraction, prime, and so many more location, historical site. That is historical site. That is a great tool to use in listening and speaking class when we want that the student get or acquire the vocabulary with some specific area. So in order to continue with my presentation, we have the activity. What is the activity of this class? In order to develop the listening part, I have the video related with traveling or tourism. On the video, they have three dialogue to listen. Okay, and don't play the video. Then, what is the activity? The student need to complete the dialogue using the word on the part below. So, hello, happy good luck to travel service. Hello, I'd like to book a flight to Hawaii, please. For how many passengers? For 2, for my wife and me. And we have 3 dialogue. Receptionist and John, yes. Can I help you? Hi, my wife and I would like to check in. Could I have your name? Smith, S-M-I-T-H, John Smith. And we have another dialogue to practice. The next is that the student has the opportunity to interact between them, okay? To interact in pair. Some of them, student A, travel agent, student B is gonna be John, and they can practice the dialogue because they have the listening part, they have the vocabulary word, they have the activity where they need to complete with the correct word on that part that they have, or everything together, the vocabulary, the listening, the dialogue completed, they can interact in pair in order to practice. So that is my presentation. We have the different part. So thank you so much.